welcome back to another episode of The Good,
The Bad,
and the 30.
I'm your co-host, Alexis Hunt.
I'm Kiera Lindsay.
And I'm Maya Hood.
And today we are joined by Simone Jones and Simone Jackson.
Woo!
Y'all, we are in the presence of Atlanta's two top producing realtors. I've been watching y'all pages. Y'all are always at the closing table. So I am so happy to have this conversation with y'all. This title of this episode is called Keys, Closing, and Girl Talk.
Period.
I like that.
I like that.
You said period, Keys. All right, so we're going to start off by just getting to know y'all a little bit. Simone Jones, how long have you been in real estate?
I'm going on 8 years now.
Wow.
8 years.
That's commitment.
3.
Yeah. I'm
Period.
so proud of y'all. Yeah. So what made y'all, like what stage or what area in life were you at when you made the decision to like, you know what, I just want to take this leap of faith and change my career?
Honestly, my mom told me to get my real estate license when I was 18, and I waited, went to college briefly, dropped out of college, and I was just working, regular jobs.
Yeah.
And it just came to a point, like, I have to do something with my life.
Yeah.
So I got my real estate license.
Is your mom in real estate as well, or is that where she wanted to push you to be in the real estate, or?
She was years ago, previously, yeah.
What about you?
I was waitressing and bartending. I was like, let me just figure out life. And then I started my own cake business when COVID happened.
Nice.
Yes.
And I was doing that for
Hey,
quite some
girl.
time. Yeah. I was doing that for quite some time, but I started thinking to myself, like, I can't make a career out of this. Well, I don't want to make a career. Not that I couldn't, because I was successful at doing it, but I didn't want that for my career. I didn't want to be up baking all hours of the night.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So my mom had gotten into real estate. The guy that I'm dealing with, he was in real estate before me, and they had been constantly telling me, like, you would do great. You have no problem talking to people and all of that and all of the things. And I finally got into it, and honestly, my only regret is just not getting into it sooner. It has changed my life for the better.
Oh,
and
I love that.
yeah, it's been amazing. So
That's so good.
Yeah.
So was your mom a entrepreneur?
She was. Both of my parents were.
Okay, and then your mom is an entrepreneur.
So now she is, but she had a corporate world background, property management and all of that. So now she's on the other side of real estate, and she's killing it.
I know Kiera, sometimes we walk into sometimes the same path as our parents, or we go the complete opposite. And I know, Kiera, you were raised by entrepreneurs as well. Like, you're setting the standard of what this even looks like, of like working like an actual job. Not an actual job, but you know what I mean, like the more consistent.
Yeah. Just for context, my mom is a hairdresser. Like, she does hair. She's been doing hair like before I was even born. So like for 30-something years. And then my dad, he's in construction. So he's like home construction, build homes and things of that nature. So they didn't go to college. I was like the first in the family to go to college, first in the family to have like an actual corporate job. So they look at me and be like, you can just take PTO like that? They don't know what PTO is. He's like, how you just going on all these trips and like being off and stuff? I'm just like, it's called PTO.
I'm like, oh.
What about your parents, Maya?
I'm actually in the middle somewhere. So my mom worked for the city she's retired now, but she worked for the city for like 30-something years. And then my dad was also an entrepreneur, also worked in construction. And then I do have a corporate job, but I have hopes and dreams of ending in entrepreneurship. Like, I don't want to work for anybody forever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will say that my mom was like literally the corporate baddie. Like, she just was that's all I've ever known her do. And y'all know I'm an entrepreneur as well. And so my mom looks at me like, oh my gosh, like, you have hopes and dreams outside of just like work. Cause she's like, sometimes like we're raised to just go to college, get a job, and then that's your life, retire, have kids, get married, like that's it. But like, I think sometimes we teach our parents too what, like, there's other things to like do out here.
Yeah. Or you could do it all too.
You can do it all.
I remember my mom saying like she would have talks with her best friend about some things that me and my sister were doing, and she was just like, we didn't dream big enough. And I think that also speaks to like our generation. Like, we can got juggle multiple things.
I think our generation has definitely paved the way to be out of the norm.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
everything we do is out of the norm.
For sure.
Weddings are out of the norm
Yeah.
nowadays. I'm like, what the heck is that going on? Like, you know, just like, yeah, everything is just out of the norm. I think we've really set the tone for the generations to come behind us. Like, as long as you are consistent, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's all it takes is consistency.
Yeah.
And believing in yourself, and maybe having a few people believing you. But even if you don't have a few people believing you, as long as you believe in yourself, you can do it.
Yes.
I know
Yes.
that.
No, for sure. I was
So-
visiting a friend and we were just talking about this and how like the older generation, like they looked for those jobs and they wanted like that longevity, that stability, that security. Us, we're like, if the job is not making us or bringing us peace, we're leaving immediately.
Like, F that
Like
job.
we're changing immediately because it's like
Seriously.
my peace is more important than
Yep.
a pension.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
think.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, I think betting on yourself too, like you'll never lose. As long as
Yeah.
you bet on
Yeah.
yourself, you believe in yourself, and we also are in the generation of like manifestation.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit, and with social media and so many more, there's it's just a lot easier to
Yeah.
make money.
Yeah.
now. We have a lot more entrepreneurs and millionaires than we've ever had in life. So I think that brings a lot of, I guess, motivation as well.
Yeah.
And even like you said, the generations behind us with Gen Z, they're worse than us.
Oh,
like they
yeah.
don't
Oh, yeah.
play.
They do
don't-
not play.
They
do
quit
not
in 5
play.
seconds.
They will quit a job so quick.
So quick, like,
Dang.
oh my gosh,
Didn't even get past the probation.
No,
Right?
yeah.
Not at all.
they just have no care. But
Yeah.
I do love that about them too. Like they know what they're worth, they know what they want, and they're like,
They're
okay,
very free spirit.
I can
very
go find something
yeah.
else. Like,
Yeah.
meanwhile, I'll be scared. I'm like, hold on, let me think about it. They don't, mm-mm.
Let me do the pros and cons.
So we all live in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, and we know that Atlanta has a lot of realtors. What do y'all feel sets y'all apart from other realtors in this industry in Atlanta?
You
For
can
me,
go.
for me, I would just say first and foremost, being yourself, being authentic, because people want to work with people that are like you.
Yeah.
This business is really cutthroat.
Yeah.
So I lead with integrity, and I tell my clients the truth, even when it's good, when it's bad, when they don't want to hear it. And I know a lot of realtors will probably shame me for this, but I will tell people, like, now is not the time for you to purchase.
That's good.
Like, you barely have any savings.
Yeah.
Like, and this is the largest investment you're ever going to make in your
Yeah.
life. So you want to do it correctly. I would
Right.
hate for you to get foreclosed on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of, I feel like, I won't speak for everyone, but a lot of people will just chase the check.
Yeah.
But people appreciate it more when you're honest and you're like, she's actually has my best interest
Yeah.
at heart. So for me, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation this morning with the girl that did my makeup, and she said that she had an experience with an agent before, she decided that she wants to work with me, and she said that she could just feel that they didn't even care to learn about who she was and who her husband was and what they were needing in their home.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is the first house, let's write an offer, let's go. Like, people want someone that cares, not just to look at them, like Simone said, like a paycheck or just hurry up and get to the closing table. Like,
Yeah.
this is one of the biggest investments you'll ever make, and it needs to be handled with care.
Yeah.
And I feel like that sets us apart from a lot of the agents. I'm not here to bash anybody,
Yeah.
but we got some agents that don't need to be agents.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we got some agents doing some weird stuff. Like,
not for the
y'all
people.
setting
They
the
don't-
strange,
Yeah, for the
doing
people.
some strange for a piece of change, dog. Straight up wearing clothes that just, I'm like, what y'all got going on? Anyway.
Yes. For real, I sent them yesterday. She had on nothing but a bodysuit.
We
and
saw-
some-
we
Y'all seen it with the white and
we
the
won't say
colorful?
any names.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, what is
But
happening?
it gets like that. Like, okay, it's not just about the red bottoms,
Yeah.
honey. They cute, no,
But
but
it's not time and place. You
Yeah,
know, wear that
for
on your own time.
sure.
Right now, it's time to be professional. So, and I feel like that is another thing that lacks in this profession is that we have lost touch of being professional.
yes,
Ooh.
Like,
yes.
Come on
you
now.
just show up any type of way. You
Yeah.
cannot do that. I'm sorry. This is still a job. This is still
Yeah.
a career. You got to show up. Like,
Yeah.
and
I
do
love
your
that.
part. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love what you said about, like, you barely have enough savings. Like, I feel like if a realtor was like that real with me, that would make me be like, okay, when I get my money up, I know exactly who
Who
I'm
to
going
go
back
to,
to.
yeah.
Like, I would keep that person in mind because I can tell that, like you said, you're not chasing a check. You actually are teaching me something.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, and I just feel like you don't want to come off as commission breath. Like,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
want to come off as I need this
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah.
Like,
I need that money.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit up here and act like the money's not good because it
Right,
is. I'm not going to act like that. But at the same time, it's more, for me, it's more than just the money.
It's
Yeah.
a longevity business. And like you said, people don't forget when you look out for them. And I've had so many people tell me, when I'm ready, I'm coming back to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I'm sending my sister to you,
Yeah.
my brother, my cousin. Like, this is not a business that you get in for 1 to 2 years and you get out of it. Like, this is a long-term business. And if you want repeat clientele, you have to treat people
You have to treat people
right.
right.
Yeah.
And just be a good, decent human being.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it boils down
That's
to be.
it. That's
so,
all.
Yeah.
So other than like not having enough money or not thinking like, or you're not financially stable, what do you feel like is the biggest mistake first-time home buyers make?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I would say, for starters, not vetting your agent. They just go with the first person. They're like,
I was
okay,
gonna
you're
say
a
the
realtor.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh, it looks like you're doing well on social media. Okay, great. Anyone can post, but are they actually giving you value and giving
Yeah.
you knowledge? And that's one of the first things I do when I meet a client. We do a buyer consultation call, and then we do an intake call. So we go over the process. We go into detail about their needs, their wants, etc. So I would say the biggest thing is just choosing anyone. You really need to vet who you're working with, because this is a large purchase. You need to treat it almost like you would treat a financial advisor. If if you intend on hiring someone like that, you also need to, do your homework and do your research.
Yeah. And to piggyback on what Simone said, you have to make sure you match. Like, your realtor has to understand what your ultimate goal is, and I don't feel like a lot of first-time home buyers, they'll get on Instagram and see, oh, well, this person's doing X amount of sales, but behind the closed doors, that person don't know how to write a contract. That person can't tell you the first,
negotiate.
they can't negotiate. They can't tell you, the first steps of even, you got to get pre-approved, you got to do this, you got to do that. They're just like, oh, let's go look at a house. Like, no, that's not how this works. So, and I would even touch on, like, you don't need, depending on the type of loan, like, you don't need thousands and thousands and thousands of substantial money to buy a home. Like, there's different programs and different scenarios that, you can close and have $20,000 to put down. And next thing you know, you're walking out with the keys, like, I'm just throwing numbers out there.
Yeah.
But so I just feel like there's like, it just gets lost in the sauce, shall I say.
Yeah. And to add to that, I would say too, like, just because you're approved for a certain amount doesn't mean that you have to use that.
A whole
Because
amount.
ideally, you still want to live your same lifestyle or better.
Yeah.
You don't want to be house poor. It's an investment. And, you also want to make sure you're investing in the right areas too. Like, this is a long term. It's just like stocks. Like, I understand people typically move every 5 to 7 years, but you want to be able to have some equity once you move on to your next house.
Yeah, for sure.
How was your experience? I know and I'll say my experience later, but I want to talk about your experience with buying two homes.
Yeah, so my first home, well, both of my homes, not because first was not my home anymore, but I just used a family friend. I was living with my my family, like my parents for the longest, my mom for the longest, and I knew that I didn't want an apartment. So my dad kind of recommended, because he's in construction, so he does like a lot of home renovations, and he works with this specific realtor. So that's who I used to buy my first home. She sold that home, and then she helped me to buy this next home. I think that the experience was very real in the sense of kind of what you were saying, how she kept it very real with me of what's going on when it came to like my finances, when it came to everything that, like, maybe if I got an offer in and she felt like they were lowballing, like, she let me know the real of what was going on from when I was buying it, then also when I was selling as well. And then also too, just kind of buying for the second term, kind of letting me know, because it's a new construction home that I have now. So she was letting me know, like, hey, the developers of the home or the neighborhood that you're in, they're kind of trying to lowball you a little bit, or they're trying to kind of offer you something way higher than what the home is actually worth. So I feel like she was definitely real with me in a sense of kind of letting me know, hey, this is what you should do and this is what you shouldn't do. The only thing that I will say, and I feel like this is something that I told you, is that I didn't get like the little closing gifts and stuff. And I'm like, dang. But I feel like that kind of goes into the aspect of what you're mentioning, how you can't go to the realtor that you just see see on Instagram or something like that, and it's not that experience. So I felt like my experience with the realtor friend, with the family of a friend, it was more so just like a family of a friend deal.
Like I want to make sure you're covered.
Yeah.
Because I know your parents.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
But I was like, dang, where's my
gift?
Yeah, you know,
I
like
was
I wanted the entire experience.
Yeah.
And that's what I ask in my buyer consultation calls, like what, because some people just want their keys. They don't even want a photo.
Yeah.
So I
I've had
oftentimes
clients
don't
that,
even
like,
post my closings.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I've been in it so long. Sometimes I don't post them.
Yeah.
But I ask my clients, like, what are your expectations for closing?
Yeah.
They're like, I want my keys. I want photos. I want champagne. I want
the whole experience, because
I
this is
want
a
the
big
whole
deal.
experience. It is a big deal. So I do think you have to also like kind of check your client's temperature and see. And I
That's
always
good.
give gifts.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
good.
also do client appreciation parties every year.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we
yeah,
have to
yeah.
talk
Just had
off.
one.
Yeah, I just think it's important to stay in touch with your
Yeah.
with your clients, because there are so many people that purchase and sell homes.
Yeah.
They don't remember their agent's name. They don't know how to get in contact with
Yeah.
them. And if you're supposed to be in this business long term, why doesn't your client know how to reach you?
you.
And just past that, it's just beautiful just catching up with your clients. How's life? How's the
Yeah.
kids? You know, it's not always about the check, but it's just about being genuine
Yeah.
and keeping up with your people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I saw that, and I've been seeing you do that. I think that is like amazing.
Thank you.
I do want to talk too about that. Like my experience. Okay, so y'all don't be like me, but purchased a home with my then boyfriend / child's father. Now I'm not on the mortgage. I am on the deed. But I will say our experience with closing, it was a family friend. It was my mom's friend, and my mom like she closed on my mom's house with her. Then like my aunt, Taylor, and then like a whole bunch of people, and then I was like fourth on the list. But I'm like, okay, cool. I know this lady. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, okay, let's just use her, because he wanted to use one of his friends. I'm like, let's just use her. But we had already knew where we wanted to buy the house before we got the realtor. So because we saw the new construction neighborhood, we went over there, talked to them and everything, got all the information, got on the list, and then got the agent. And so she literally didn't do anything. Nothing against her, but she literally didn't have to do anything. We literally went in there, chose all our add-ons and things that we wanted to add to the home, and she came for that, and that was the only time we saw her. I don't know how it's supposed to go.
Wait.
I think that I feel like mine is a little bit different because even though it's a new construction neighborhood, my home was already built. I didn't go through the process.
Yeah.
And then I just knew that I wanted a new construction home. I knew that. So we went to different neighborhoods, like new construction neighborhoods in the area that I wanted to live in, until I found something that I want. And just lo and behold, I just came across this home because they had just finished it. So I think that
we were in
through the
building
process.
from the ground- from the ground up.
It was we were phase 2, so it was already
Okay.
some, but the lot that we wanted didn't exist.
It didn't
we
exist.
chose the floor plan and all that stuff, and then we went in. We had to choose the cabinets, like literally every little thing, the upgrades, things like that. So he did the pre-approval, and then we went to her. But nonetheless, she came for the I don't even know what that's called, like the building.
Orientation day? Did she come
The
for that?
selections.
Yeah, the selection.
Oh.
And then we talked to her on the phone, and then we just got the clear to close. We didn't really have much communication. She didn't find the place. We didn't go look at any other places. We knew we wanted to be there, but we was just like, let's have a realtor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So like when, obviously I think she helped like write the stuff, but like other than that, it was literally nothing. And then to relate to you, we closed and there was no gift, there was no nothing. And we were kind of upset because we were like, you didn't have to really work for this at all, actually.
Right.
And then you didn't do anything.
And you didn't even try to go the extra mile. So the thing with new construction that, you know, when you go, and you had no issues with going by yourself and finding your own lot, but still, like, once someone says, hey, I want you to be my agent, I want you to represent you, we as agents know a lot of the times on the on-site agent, they prep the contracts and all of that. There's not really much on that half we can do, but you still have to show up for your clients.
Yeah.
She didn't show up for orientation day. Did you have an orientation day where you walked through the builder and you blue taped everything?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
She didn't show up for that day?
Yeah, she did. Sorry.
Okay.
So that's two
But
things.
did
It's been
did
6
she
years.
ask you to get an actual inspection other than that?
She didn't ask us to do that, but we did do that.
Pre-drywall and
Yeah.
post?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been on all sides. Like I've been a new construction on-site agent. I've represented builders in in a luxury community. So I've seen all sides of it, and it's true. Like most of the time, the on-site builder does do all the work by default.
Yeah.
But there are still certain things that we can do on our end, on the back end, especially explaining the contract.
Yeah.
That's
Especially
number
one.
Yeah.
Because
so
they will
typically
try it.
I get the contract before I want the contract now. My clients are interested. Send me the contract so I can read over it so I can explain it to my clients. I think that is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is telling you what you're getting into. I wouldn't say she absolutely did nothing, but in that regard, it's not as much for her to do, especially because you guys found the house.
And we didn't.
But
like,
I
go
hope she
hunting
explained the
or-
contract to you.
No, she did. Like we had phone conversations.
We were looking like
we had phone conversation, but when I tell you, like it literally was, it wasn't that much interaction, and I feel like I don't want to like downplay her. I'm not saying she did nothing, but
she
it
should
did
have
seem
still
like,
at least
There's just no
called and
relation.
followed
And
up
or
and
said
said,
like,
how's
hey, have
everything
y'all checked on the
going?
house?
Have
Or
done
I was in
this, or
Mapleton. I took a picture. Here's
something.
I was at that dang on lot every week.
Yeah, I highly encourage it because being an on-site agent, one time the builders put wrong brick on a house. We didn't catch. We're dealing with so many homes, so I didn't catch it. The builders didn't catch it. The buyer was the one who caught it, and we had to rip all that brick out. It was
That's
super
crazy.
expensive. So I highly encourage, like, if you're buying new construction, you need to be, like you said, at that
I
house
was up in there.
every single week.
Up in there, he was like, he just like, go do your thing. You can go look. He didn't really care because I picked everything, and I'm like, this is the wrong garage. It was a wrong garage color. It was like a
yeah.
It happened.
It was like cream, and I wanted a more grayish one. But that was the only thing. But yeah, it was nonetheless the experience. It wasn't all the cupcakes and rainbows that I saw.
It was just okay.
We need that.
And then I'm thinking like,
that makes me sad.
I'm like, dang, like
I go so hard for my clients. I go hard in the paint, y'all. Like
you know,
I do the
and
most.
I see that, and I do. I
makes
love
me
that
really
for your
sad.
clients and any other realtors who do that. And I don't know, but I will say I think that's just not her thing because she closed on 4 of us, like in the same
and all of
year,
y'all got the same
and
experience?
nobody got nothing.
But
I think
that's a token of gratitude, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
No.
I think that it has to do with just kind of speaking because you said that it's your mom's friend. I think that it's just that those older
I was gonna ask
realtors.
if it's an
I
age
think
thing.
that's what I'm thinking
It
because
could be.
it necessarily like I don't even think if I can even go back that far to my very first purchase of my home. I can't even remember. I think that and it was during COVID too, so she couldn't even come inside to even do any of that stuff. But I generally think that it's just an age thing because if I'm being completely honest, like all throughout social media, I haven't really noticed the older people doing the
they're not on
gifts
social
and
media.
things like
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
They're not
You said your girl
millennials.
wasn't
They
on
don't do
social
it
media.
big like we
I mean,
do
it can simply be a
like-
gift card, though. Like, if I don't
be-
really know too
it
much
gotta
about
be-
my
it could be
clients and what they like, and we haven't had that opportunity to like really get to know each other, I'm like, I'm just gonna give them a gift card so they can go
Yeah.
get
And they
stuff
can
for
go
the
do their
house.
own thing, or even a handwritten card.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that just shows, hey, I appreciate you. I'm here if you need
Absolutely.
anything. Like the smallest gesture can go a long way. Now, I'm not just giving my clients a card, but
Yeah.
for people that don't want to do the most,
Yeah.
at least something.
Yeah.
Like,
I
not
don't know.
here you go.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah, we make a lot of money on transactions.
Yeah.
So just to spend a $150, $200, hey, there's this restaurant that's down the street from your house.
Yeah.
I think you'll
the
love.
thought.
It goes a long way.
Yeah,
a
no,
long
it definitely
way.
does. It's
I mean, she
It
showed her
definitely does.
gratitude. Like, she was just so happy for us. I will say that. She was genuinely happy for us. Like, she's like, y'all are young. Your son is going to have a place, da-da-da-da. And, like, she showed a lot of gratitude. But I'm like, girl, we literally kind of gave you this. And we got nothing. But nonetheless.
it was free money. The builder paid.
yeah, I
the builder
mean, it
paid
was
all her,
easy,
and she
yeah.
probably. Let me stop.
I think we just do everything big. Like we will celebrate any little thing. I got a
No, for
promotion.
sure.
I'm going to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like I got a new job. I'm going to celebrate. Like
Yeah.
that's just in our nature. So
Yeah.
I
It
don't
is,
know. I'ma
but that's
just
why you have
chalk
to
it up
ask.
them.
You have to ask your
Yeah.
clients because I don't want my clients to walk away feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
So I need to know,
That's
like,
very
what are
true.
you expecting out of this?
Yeah.
Because
Or what are
of
you
course,
expecting
I want
from
them
me
to come
as an agent?
Right.
period?
Yes, in general, I always ask. That's one of my
Like, what are
first
you
questions. What are your
expecting?
expectations? Do you have any?
Do you like to call? Do you want
Yeah.
me to
Do you
text? Do you want me to
micromanage?
All of
email?
that.
Do you
It's
want
so
to check in
important.
every other week? Like how are we? I want to make sure that I'm showing up for you the way that I need to show up.
Yeah.
Like, because each person like I wouldn't say love language, but their way of like accepting interactions with people, it's different.
And if you have really busy clients, I've noticed like they're just super ultra busy. They don't want to get on the phone.
No, they
want
want
to text.
Yeah.
All
So
day.
you have to figure out what your client needs and what
What's
they
the
want.
best communication style? Yeah. So, I want to move on to a game. I feel like we
Love a game.
We've got
We play all day.
We play so many games on the other episode. And I know this was a very informative first segment, so let's move on to the second. It's called This or That Real Estate Edition. So for your dream home, and everybody answer, you want the bigger closet or the bigger kitchen?
Bigger kitchen.
I would say kitchen too,
kitchen,
because you
yeah.
can turn a room into a closet.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree. I love to cook.
And
so-
she's a damn good cook.
Yeah.
And a baker, like, duh.
Yeah.
All right, so would you like a pool or a movie room?
Pool.
Movie room.
I do want a pool. I always wanted a pool, but it's so much, the maintenance is so expensive. So, okay. This is the dream pool for sure.
Pool for me.
Money aside, pool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
money aside. All right, new build or a character home?
Character home all day.
What's a character home?
Just a home that has,
Character.
a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Sometimes new construction can look real cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys
I
watch
would-
The Shy? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
do
watch
you
the new
all
one.
see like the architecture inside? Like there's a lot of foyers and
Yeah.
like built-in closets and shelves and stuff like that. So that's kind of like what a character house would be. So I'm gonna say character.
I would
for
say
sure.
new construction. And I only say that because coming from my first home, which was an older home, I feel like it had a lot of character. You can tell that the bones in the home were really strong, and you can tell that there were a lot of renovations put into the home. But also, too, like over time, it just caused problems that I just
Don't want to deal with.
don't want to deal with,
Yeah.
right? So I would say new construction. Being in a new construction home, I would
Open
say
floor
right now,
plan.
new construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say new construction, custom.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Period.
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New construction, for sure. All right, so talking more of a luxury home. You want an elevator or a hidden room?
Hidden room.
Hidden room.
Hidden room.
Because I like to hide.
I want a hidden room too.
I
want a hidden pantry. That's like one of my dreams.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
the
gonna say,
butler
we're gonna
is
talk
really
into
nice.
it. Specify
Yeah.
what type of room is being hidden.
Yeah.
Because definitely a hidden pantry would be nice.
my
And open up to be a
God.
butler's pantry. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Do y'all want quiet luxury or flashy luxury? So like,
I'm in the middle.
I would have to get an example. I can't
Yeah.
see what like flashy. Because I feel like present day, like flashy luxury is like white and black or neutral.
well, I'm
I don't
thinking more of the
really see
outside of the home.
So traditional versus
Yeah.
like contemporary. Like your big
Yeah, like
glass
the glass.
doors and
Oh,
glass
yeah.
So that would
windows.
be flashy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus
Oh, I want
your
flashy
traditional.
all
Oh,
day.
okay, yeah, I love windows. I love
I
like,
like windows.
sunlight.
I don't want the
So-
whole house to be like
Yeah,
that. though.
that's why maybe I say
I'm in the middle.
middle.
Yeah, same.
All right, better zip code or a bigger house? Oh, big.
Ooh,
Oh,
Better
Everything
zip
big.
code.
that's a good one.
better zip code because when you want to sell it.
I was gonna
Exactly.
say I'm gonna go with the better zip code because
And you never
we
want to be
sell.
the most expensive house in the neighborhood.
never.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's true.
So
You never want to be driving the
Bring that
market.
value.
Absolutely
down.
not.
All right, so now girl talk. Dream house or dream man? Which one you want?
Dream
Both.
man,
No, ain't
dream
both.
man,
It's
so
this
he
or
can
that.
buy me the dream house.
There you
man.
go.
I have to agree because I feel like
what I'm
my dream
saying.
man, the type of man that I will be
He's
with,
gonna buy me
is
that
going
house.
to.
He's
yes,
gonna get that house built.
He's
for
gonna
me.
be that caliber of a
Immediately.
person, so,
Immediately,
yeah.
no
First date.
hesitation.
No, I'm just kidding.
What do you want in the kitchen?
Yeah, dream man. Soft life or boss mode?
Soft.
Can we have both?
Yes, I would
like
say
Saying
that.
both of
We
them.
can realistically, but for the game, this-
For the
Say boss
game?
mode, just to be realistic.
For the game, I'm gonna have to go with boss mode. I feel like soft mode, I get too bored.
Exactly.
I
I
could be
like
like-
I like a project. I'm gonna be like
I need to be doing something.
Yeah.
No, I need a garden.
You can
I
do
ain't gardened
something
a
in the
day
soft
my
life.
I was gonna
Yeah, you
say, I think
could.
it depends on your definition
Yeah,
of soft
soft,
life
yeah.
because my definition of soft life is having balance.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So,
It's like
I would
slow
pick- So,
morning.
So I think for this is more so being kept or you grinding out.
Doing
your
the
life
keeping?
with.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Okay, in that
exciting.
case,
if you
boss.
put it that way.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
a kept woman.
I might want
But
to be
then it's
kept.
still in the middle because
Bruh, ain't no
Keep me.
mid.
No.
Keep me.
Yeah.
You're gonna get bored. Like you said, you're gonna get bored.
Me though, I don't want to be out here stressing out. Keep me.
You're
Keep
gonna
me
get
kept.
bored,
No, I'm just
though.
kidding.
Yeah, it has to be a balance for me
Yeah.
because
This last one is kind of similar. It says provider or power couple.
Provider.
Power couple.
I want a power couple because
Power
I'm an independent woman. I can provide for myself ultimately
you.
too.
And I feel like a man
But
is
I
still
want a
gonna.
man
If
to-
you're with the right man, he's going
gonna
to
to
provide,
provide.
and then you guys can
your
build
money is
on
for
top
you.
of that.
yeah.
That's true.
Okay,
For the
so that was
savings.
the end of this or that. Let's move into girl talk. So we talked about real estate. Now we kind of get a little bit warmer. Take
I'm
a
sorry,
little
you get
sip,
what?
A little
I've been
warmer.
sipping the whole
Oh.
time.
I thought you said Mormon. I'm like, Mormon?
Oh my
I say
God!
we will
please,
not
no.
be doing that.
Absolutely not.
I disagree with you there.
Okay. Do you guys feel like men get intimidated
For sure.
by successful women?
Immediately.
I do. Well,
Some.
if he's successful himself, no.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
But if
Exactly.
he is not successful and he's jumping from
That
job to job,
He's
or
gonna pull you
know
down.
whatever,
For
he's
sure.
going to feel intimidated by you. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna try to find ways to manipulate situations. You know, all
Be in
the time.
competition.
Be in competition
Yeah,
with
or
you.
even make you feel like you're doing
Feel
too much. Like you need to sit
too
down
or
much.
make you
somewhere.
feel like you're
chasing
lesser
the bag.
than
Yeah.
when you're really it's a him problem, not a you problem.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've had so many questions asked of me. Now that they're like, now that you're on your second home, when are you gonna find a man? And it's like, why can't?
Why does that matter?
Why do I need a man? Why can't I be able to do these things on my own? And
And when a man comes, he can add to this.
Exactly.
He can see, okay, I'm capable of doing all this by myself.
Yeah.
And now, I'm not going to accept less than what I'm already doing for myself. So you need to come with more.
And
Or-
why should someone stop their life for a man? Why am I
Exactly.
pausing all of my goals, my dreams, my ambitions because
Just
a man
because
is not
you're
in my
not
life?
from
Yeah.
Why
You're
can't
not
I be a
a part.
homeowner and travel and live my best life
Right.
without a man?
I'm not waiting on you. I'm
Yeah.
not waiting on you to live my life.
For sure.
Agreed.
I
That's
agree.
crazy.
I feel like that's a huge talk on social media because a lot of the women are winning. Women are winning. Like
We are.
The women got the bags these days.
Thank you.
More women
Women
are buying
have the
houses
bag.
now,
Yes.
single
Oh,
women
I
than
think I saw
men.
you post that.
Yeah.
That's one, amazing. But two, it's like I don't know why a man would feel intimidated by coming into a woman's life who already has a home.
Yeah.
I think it's an ego thing. I genuinely think that they're
Absolutely.
looking at it as like, okay, I'm supposed to be the one that's providing for you. They're looking at it in the aspect of what they saw growing up. And I think that if that's the type of man, then he possibly saw his dad doing all of the buying of the home, the things that like those manly things. I feel like they're looking at it as like a masculine experience that they're supposed to bring to you versus you doing it for yourself.
I feel
But
like
why
we're
not capitalize?
I feel like we're in a
Right.
situation where us women, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Yeah.
If we ask a man for something, it's a problem. If we don't ask, it's a problem. If we do it for ourselves, it's a problem. If we don't do it for ourselves, it's a problem. So just do what makes you happy, and the right
Yeah.
person will find you, and y'all will live your life in peace and happiness. Because
I agree.
social media has just put
Can't
such
do
a
nothing.
we can't like social media has just put like such a I don't even know the word I'm looking for like hostile environment
Yeah.
on just
It's up. Everybody's uptight about everything.
It's
Like,
like, dang.
It's them necks. They need to relax them necks.
they got a stretch.
They need to stretch. They got the strong necks.
Like, Lordy.
Do y'all feel like friendship has changed with your success or having a busy
Oh,
career? Because like
yes.
you don't have time to like do
Yes.
girls' days
Yes,
or like
yes.
if
Especially
you have
for
kids
me.
and you can't do you live a busy life and you have a kid, so your friends is really just like
Well, I don't have any kids yet, but I can definitely say my transition from the life that I used to have to now, it was really hard for me. Like, I didn't really show a lot of it, in the public, but behind closed doors, it was really, really hard. I cried a lot. I was sad a lot just because I was in a position where I wanted more, and it's nothing against my friends during that time. We were just in different phases.
Yeah.
I was phasing out and they were still doing their thing. And, it just times we weren't aligning and it was sad. But now that I'm in my career, I'm starting to surround myself with people that are in my career as well. So now that they get it, I'm busy, you're busy, we link up when we can.
Right.
It's not that I'm trying to not talk to you, avoid your phone calls. I'm not doing it purposely,
Yeah.
So
I think
it was hard though. It was really hard. I had a lot of friendship breakups, and that shit broke me. Like I was like,
and it was because of just like you being too busy or someone being too busy, or just like
it was
the time
me being
just
too
wasn't
busy.
there.
It was just I just stopped coming.
Have time to
I didn't have time. I didn't have time to come around. And the friends that didn't get it, they didn't get it, and they thought I was moving funny, acting funny, doing this, doing that. And I'm like, y'all, it's not about you right now.
Yeah.
I just need you to be my friend. That's all. Like I'll call you when I can, and just support me, because I've always been that support system for them. So I just was expecting that in return. But no shade. I love all of you guys still. Like if you're watching this, like obviously no shade, but it was a really dark time for me during that transition. But
one thing that I've seen on Instagram or just social media in general, the girls are saying as you get older, like your friendships, you talk to your friends less.
Oh yeah.
And like it's important for the friend to kind of understand that, like especially if you're both trying to elevate your own lives. Like none of us are at a place where we want to be where we're at, like we're not we're not at our peaks, we still have a lot of
made it
growth.
yet, we're still growing.
You still have a lot of growing to do. So I feel like as friends, it's important for you to adapt to that, especially if that's someone that you want in your life. Like it's important for you to be like, okay, I want you in my life. I'm going to continue to show up how you need me to show up, if that means that you can't show up at this time.
It's just showing grace. I feel like we're in a time right now where people don't show grace to other people. Like at all. Like it's like, what can you do for me? How can you show for me? If you can't, then me. It's like, dang, like.
I agree. My experience was a little bit opposite of yours. To be completely transparent, I went through a phase of literally like little to no friends. So I took the time to really like reflect, evaluate. I wouldn't say everything was my fault, but in that time I prayed to God to like bring me good people and bring me good friends. And during that phase I was also like growing. And now, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by so many wonderful women. It's like overwhelming now, but I was very intentional when I started developing new friendships, so they get it, because they also have goals, they also have dreams. So we catch up. When we catch up, we'll do a quick little check-in, little text, little call here and there, but when we get together, it's no love lost. And then me and my co-agent / friend, we built a mastermind group about a year ago. All of those ladies, Simone's a part of it, all of those ladies are in real estate, so that's awesome too, to just have that like community of women that understand, and just community in general.
The mastermind is dope. I love it. When she first reached out to me and was like, do you want to, because at first it was just really me, her, and Jay. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. Where are we meeting? Like, I've been, like how you just said, like, intentional, and been praying. Like, so in that moment of that dark time where I was, like, lost my friends, and I was just, like, I was crying. I was like, God, please just bring people around me that will understand this chapter and who I am in this chapter, and show up for me, like, how I want them to show up. And then literally, like, a couple weeks later, Simone texted me, and I was like,
you know what?
I remember
You just showed up.
I love that.
The code switch on you is hilarious.
She can't code switch. You gotta know how to code switch.
Like you can go from very professional to real Atlanta real quick.
Right. Can we talk about the code switch?
I feel like when we're talking, we were literally just talking about something very much so, professional, and then you switched over to like, you know what, hell yeah.
You know what, hell yeah.
It's relatable.
Some people feel like it's fake to code switch. So
I don't feel that way. I mean, I honestly didn't know that I really do it until you just pointed that out. Like, I just be myself. And if you like me, then this is, I'm your cup of tea, then drink it. If not, then go on pass me to the next person. Like, right. Like, I don't know what else you want from me. Shit.
I think it's in our nature to do so, but also it's like, obviously when we're talking about the serious things, or like our profession, our career, it's like very little button up. You need people to take you serious.
I want you to take you seriously.
You got people out here that's like, they watching, especially the Facebook niggas. They think that we don't know our stuff. We don't know ball. And then now we're sipping the tea. So, of course, we're a little more comfortable. So, I definitely know, because sometimes my Chicago accent, like, we don't pronunciate the R's in words. So, if I get to talk about going to the car, they're like, what's that? The car. I'm sorry. Like, I was comfortable for a second. So, sorry.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a code switch. I'm down. I code switch like a motherfucker. Like
all the
real.
time.
Like, especially at work. And then at first, I feel like here, when we first started the pod, I was a little bit, I guess, more uptight. But then over the episodes, I got comfortable and stopped giving a fuck. I just like, whatever. I don't even care.
I think it's good to be yourself. Because I know with my clients, like if they curse, I might curse a little bit here and there. Like it's good to match energy, but still be professional. Because even what I've worked with family and friends, and I can't separate it. Like, yes, you are my friend, but I'm still going to have a level of professionalism that I just can't get rid of. Like, we might kiki on the side about stuff, but
at the end of the day, this is my job, and you hired me to do a job, so let me do it, and then we can talk.
It makes the experience a little bit relatable, too, like, especially if you're code-switching like that, and they see that, they're like, oh, you're still a real person outside of being my realtor. Like, you're real cool.
Like, they'll apologize for cursing or doing certain things. I'm like, please be yourself. I tell them all the time, like, do not apologize.
Yeah. And I also hate, like, I get it. It can be a little filthy, but I don't know. I was like young cursing. Because if you know, y'all watch House of Pain, Curtis Payne, so you know his mouth was real bad. That was my dad. So it was like, he can't complete a sentence.
Curtis Payne being your dad is crazy.
My mom doesn't curse at all. And so she be like, like, you know, I still don't curse. I keep it professional, here. But like, I've been a cussing ass kid for a very long time.
My mom will not cuss.
She don't cuss to this day.
And even when she do cuss,
come on.
Even when she does cuss, I'll be like, Mom, you're not even saying it right.
It don't even sound right.
You don't even sound right doing it. Like, girl, just stop.
For sure.
That's
and
so
I'll be
funny.
like, no.
That's the corporate.
Girl,
she be calling me. She's like, I'm so effing mad. What is effing? Tell me how you really feel.
I can say fucking or freaking.
Right.
Express yourself.
Yeah, it's like to the point. I hate that.
Like, what?
Anytime somebody's
so
like,
funny.
that's not ladylike, I'd be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I just have to, like, come on. Like, life is boring enough. We gotta dress it up a little bit.
I mean, these are just words. Like, who made this a cuss word anyways? Like,
Bro,
it's okay. We can say
right.
Bro, you said Curtis Payne being your dad?
Bruh, because that's the best way that I can, like, he's always cursing. And if I'm, like, calling to, like, talk about somebody and my mom's like, oh, well, Maya, you know, I'm like, girl, put dad on the phone. I need a curse right now. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, ladies, this has been very fun.
That is funny.
Before we close, I do want to ask us one last question, and then I want you guys to plug yourselves in. If your life had a title right now, what would it be?
Ooh-wee.
Your life, all of it.
If my
Your
life
had a title right now, what would it be? Mine would be, It's Not Over.
Okay.
Like that.
I feel like I have, I've done a lot of transition in my life, but with my job right now, I've been there for almost 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that there's something bigger and better for me. And I don't want to be stuck and feel like I have to settle just because, I like them, I get along with them, but I'm not
Satisfied.
content. Yeah.
Step out on faith. That's all I got to tell you.
that.
Step out on faith.
For sure. I think mine would be just keep on living. It's something that my grandma used to tell me like all the time. And it just reminds me to not only choose peace and choose yourself, but have fun.
Yeah.
Only thing you're gonna do is get older. So only thing that you can do as you get older is just have fun. Keep living, choosing yourself, choosing peace with any experience, with people, anything.
I would say mine is you're doing a good job.
I know that.
Like,
Right.
you're doing a good job, girl. You done came a long way. You done had a lot of versions of yourself.
Yeah.
And you're just doing a good job. I just tell myself, let me just show up the best way I can show up for myself today and worry about tomorrow, and forget about yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Mine would be, this might be a little cliche, but I love Nipsey. So I would say the marathon continues. And for me, that's like the goal is to finish the race. The goal is to get to the end. But it's like you have to take it in strides.
Yeah.
You can't do too much at once. But as long as you're moving forward every day, you're going to get to the finish line.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to say, so I had 3 in mind. I'm going to say never settle, because I feel like life is about the pursuit of like what makes you happy, and also about the pursuit of self. We talked about like finding yourself and knowing who you are and where your joy is found. And so I think never settling and never just, you know, taking what's given to you or what you're told like you're supposed to have, and just kind of pursuing what, like the big things, like thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, praying, and having the faith that like he got something better in store, kind of like what you said too.
That's good.
I love that.
Those are all great.
All great. All right. So if you guys want to plug yourselves in, Simone, look at that camera, Simone, look at that camera. Let us know and let them know where they can find you all, social media, all the things.
Well, my name is Simone Jackson. You can find me on Instagram at Your Realtor Simone. Simone being spelled Semone. And yeah, I really just kind of be on Instagram. So just reach out. I'm with the agency Atlanta, and let's go buy a house.
I know that.
And my name is Simone Jones. I can be found at the ATL agent on all platforms.
Period.
Let's go buy a house.
Let's go buy a house. Get them keys.
Get the keys is crazy.
Thank you all for joining us today. Please, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Bye.